Hi, I'm Catherine
And I'm Lynn, and we are a coffee break.
with Cat and Mom. Welcome back to our podcast. Today it's season 4, episode 60-something, I believe it is now.
Episode 3 of season 4.
Yeah. And today we are celebrating my graduation from college. I graduated a semester early, so I'm already
2 days ago.
Yep, I'm already done and out of there. And it's kind of been like a whole Thursday, Friday, now Saturday celebration. We've been going out to dinner and stuff. So I think we've eaten like out for the past 4 meals.
Yeah, pretty much.
But tonight we're going down to Delray Beach, Florida, and we're going to go on the Ave and celebrate. And I was going to have a couple of friends come, but, you know, they're busy. It's the end of
their semester.
So a lot of them are either going home or, I mean, one of my friends, it's her brother's birthday. So it's just kind of crazy for everybody. But we're going to go out and have fun. I love the Ave, and I'm potentially moving down there now for a job. I know I told you guys about me going to visit North Carolina for a job, and then that you guys probably all thought I was going to be moving there January 12th, but now I am no longer going there. So that's an update. I don't think I gave you guys that update. But for a little weekend review for me.
But wait, I just want to say I felt kind of blessed, and I just feel good that my daughter wants me to go out with her tonight to celebrate. So kind of like, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
And she's not embarrassed to go out with her mom, but you know, like any mom, you guys know. So
No, I'm not embarrassed. I don't know why people are embarrassed. But anyway, one of my friends was like, never. I was like,
that was her nightmare.
Yeah. But, you know, I actually have a good relationship with my mom, so I feel like can be sometimes rare.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, we're going to have fun. My weekend review was literally just studying for finals. I decided to get my finals done early so I could celebrate early and just not feel stressed at all. But even with a degree, I can't do shit, so I have to go get these certifications now to even start this job that I am potentially starting. I also decided while I wait for this job to open up.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah, cheers. I guess I'm just going to rant to you guys, but while I wait for this job to open up, I probably should take a sip. While I wait for this job to open up, I was, I thought for fun I would apply to jobs in Malta, which I didn't even know existed until like 2 weeks ago. It's a European nation that's English speaking. And I got like 6 rejections from Dublin, Ireland. And I've gotten 2 rejections from here, but you know, I emailed a couple people and they're probably going to be like, no answer, but I thought, while I wait, might as well. So
hey, good luck from Malta. But hey, little weekend review too. She graduated with blondish hair.
Oh,
and then now she has dark hair.
Yeah. Update, I'm the same person.
Not a wig.
It feels like a wig, but it's not a wig. I actually dyed my hair. It's supposed to be dark brown, but I mean, the picture I showed her was very, very dark brown, but it had a filter over it. And now my hair is black. But I kind of, I like it. I think it's nice, like, change. And I look older, so.
It would line up and then it'd be fine.
I'm not going to look like my ID picture. Oh, no, my ID picture is me with dark brown hair, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But
my weekend review was around her graduating. So work is crazy because, as you guys know, I'm a chiropractor. And if you live in the United States, then you know that you have health insurance. And if you met your deductible, then you can go see all the doctors for free. So it's very crazy because everybody wants to just use all of their free appointments that they can. And I was obviously out of the office the day of her graduation. So the next day on Friday was
backed up. So
it was a shit show. So I'm a little exhausted, but it doesn't matter because I'm just celebrating her. So we're very happy. This morning we had another swim meet for your sister. That was another early up, but tomorrow morning we don't have to. So.
Oh, and I got my Iron Man tattoo.
Yes.
Which I can't show you guys, but it's on our Instagram or my Facebook. So, Catherine Militich.
Yeah, that's her Christmas gift.
Yeah.
So.
And it's like finally healing because I've never gotten like a thick tattoo before, like not thick, but like filled in, So it was kind of like flaky and stuff and like dry and crusty. And I was like, this is disgusting. But now it's starting to like be smooth. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah. So that was it. And then for our coffee review, because we are a coffee break, so we try to try new little coffee places around town or where we visit. And today we were in Sebastian, Florida for a swim meet. And you went to Coffee Valhalla.
Yes.
Which makes me think about the TV show Viking Valhalla, which I really loved.
That's well, actually. So my dad surprised me for my graduation, and he insisted that we go to Valhalla because it sounded cool. Yes, and we actually pulled up there. It's a very small coffee shop, and there was an older gentleman working. He was so sweet, and it's also a kava bar, but like mainly coffee, I believe. And they didn't have matcha, so she didn't get her matcha. But my dad got his cafe breve, which he gets every single time, and he said it's delicious.
He makes fun of you, like with her coffee choices and blah blah blah, and then he's just a cafe breve with 6 honey and this, and I was like, wow.
Yes, and they made it perfect for him. He got 4 shots, and the guy was like, "Oh, okay." Very nice gentleman though, and they said that they named it Valhalla because they watch Vikings and they loved it so much, and they're like, "This is a cool name." So he was a nice guy, and then I got a nice latte, great latte. Like, I mean, can't go wrong with a latte. I'm sure you can, but they didn't go wrong with it. And then I got a red velvet cupcake. I got a red velvet muffin, and that was great. I love red velvet, so which apparently is just chocolate, but my brain decides not to.
No, we don't.
I'm in denial about that. It's red velvet's its own flavor.
Okay.
But now, well, if you guys are near Sebastian, go check out Valhalla because one, it's a cool name, and they're just very nice there, and the coffee's great. So, and if you like kava, you can also get kava. But now we'll dive into our topic. Well, first, our season 4, we wanted it to be. Is it season 3? Season 4? Really? Okay. Season 4. I'm like out of it right now.
I think it is season 4. We just said that at the beginning of the episode.
2, 4, 6.
Third episode of season 4.
Yeah, season 4 is Christmas edition. Our topic isn't really Christmassy, but we do have Christmas tree decorations here, and we do have a Christmas blanket and a Christmas pillow if you're watching the video version. But today we are doing graduation themed, so she's gonna answer some, or she's gonna ask me.
I'm not answering those questions.
She's gonna ask me some reflection questions on graduation. So that is our topic for today. So if you guys are recently graduated or going to graduate, I hope you enjoy this episode. Or if you've, never gone to college, I hope you still enjoy this episode. I'm sure you can still.
But I think it's also kind of cool that, you guys are graduating, and it's also like in the celebrating mood for everybody for the next, month or so. Because, a lot of businesses, just like my office, we're celebrating the holiday, like our holiday Christmas party is actually in January, the second weekend of January. But only because it's always freaking crazy right now. Mm-hmm. Like, we don't even know where we're going to eat. We'll see where we go in because it's all Christmas parties and stuff like. We had one last night where we reserved for your graduation dinner. There's a huge Christmas party going on there. So I think it's kind of great that we get to celebrate you. And at the same time, like your sister's coming in next week. And then we're going to celebrate with her. And then it's going to be Christmas. And then my mom, my niece, her kids are coming after Christmas. So I think it's just like, I think it's great for you guys.
Yeah, my sister and I will probably go out to. Are you going to want to go out to Delray next weekend?
Well, we'll see.
We'll probably go out to Delray next weekend again. I'm going to show her Tin Roof, which is a fun bar. Bella, my older sister, likes it a lot because it's a lot like Jacksonville where she went, like the beach bars, because there's live music. Mm-hmm. There's always a band, and then in the middle area is outside, and they usually play like. They have a big screen, so whatever like sports event is going on, they'll play there. And then the other side is a DJ, so you get everything.
You get everything. You get a little bit of country, I think you said.
Yeah, country's the band. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, anyways, to go back to our subject, which, like I said, it's not really Christmas, but we're going to tie it up with Christmas. So it's like reflection after you graduate. As a graduate, and there's different topics, but so I'm going to pick like a couple of questions. I pick a couple questions in each topic, but like for personal growth. How do you think you've changed personally from the first day of college to the last day of college? Your last day of college, we're going to say like when you cross the stage.
I feel like I've talked about this many times in this podcast, but I will reiterate it. Well, one, I think I changed a lot. Like when I look back on pictures of me freshman year, it feels like that was like 7 years ago when I was a baby.
You were a baby.
I feel like I was kind of oblivious.
It's been 3.5 years ago.
Yeah. I think I was kind of like oblivious of like real life and like, I don't know.
Real expectations.
Expectations. And I was just like having fun. I think I was like mature, but I think I still like thought about like what other people thought, was very nervous, anxious. And now I think I've definitely grown up, and I feel like what's it called? When your brain develops fully at 25, what is that called?
Well, you're not there, but
No, but I think it's like starting to develop. Like I can feel myself like shifting from things I thought was fun freshman year, and now I'm like,
Right,
I don't want
it's
to do that.
growing. It's
Yeah,
you know,
but I think
maturing.
I've definitely matured. I figured out
Mhm.
like what I love, what makes me happy, and to like not care really what
What?
people want me to or their expectations on me.
Okay, so what was the most challenging thing, like part of your journey in college?
I think it was like to stop people pleasing because it was like I had friends who I had like, you know, this friend group that I think I like blossomed more in and like they're a better influence. Um and then I had this other group of friends that I think weren't like aligning with like my morals and values. And it was I think that was the hardest part was like juggling like each of their opinions on like me. And I think neither of them were like really like completely matched with my morals and values. So I kind of had to like like move into a smaller group, I guess, go into like an in between.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like juggling, I guess, who I am as a person, my values, and like who I want to hang out around.
Good. On the academic part, how did you manage the balance between academic, then your extracurricular, and your personal life?
This was pretty easy because a lot of my classes, they shipped a lot of classes online for FAU.
Was
I
it
did
like
have,
that in
you know,
your first year? Not your
no,
first
I mean,
year.
I had like mostly in person first semester of first year, but you know, a lot of them weren't mandatory to go to. I still got good grades, okay, but there's a lot of times when you know I'd go to the beach with my roommates instead of going to class, and that's like you know the perks of going to FAU.
You're 5 minutes from the beach.
Yeah, so we'd go to the beach instead of going to class, and when I did go to class, it was very spread out. Like I think college is very easy to juggle classes. Maybe it's because I'm a business major, but it's a lot easier to juggle with when you're in college and like high school because you're like at school this whole time. And then on top of that, I wasn't a competitive swimmer, so I went and did my own workouts on my own time and like did the workouts that I loved. So that was more enjoyable. And then once I got into sophomore year and I got into accounting, that's when I had to like tell a lot of people, no, I can't do anything because I need to study. That's when it got a little bit tricky. And I'd have to sit there and just go to a coffee shop and just grind out studying. So that was a bit tough.
Okay, well, that's life of a college student.
Well, you asked me the question.
I know, but I'm like, that's what it is. Did you have like a favorite class and like what was it and why?
It was my international, I think it was international finance class. Yeah. The teacher was so sweet. She like truly cared about her students. She remembered us all by name. She made sure that we had name tags so that she could remember us by name.
Okay, I believe that everybody should have a name tag.
Well, and then after that, she remembered she had multiple classes and she remembered everybody's name. Wow. And she remembered me like I'd email her. She like wanted you to come in and like talk to her. She had so much experience. She used to live in like Alaska, or she used to live in South Korea, then Alaska, and she just like really loved what she did. She's the reason why I actually invested, like took my money and invested, because she like taught me actually how to go invest.
That's good.
So
wow. But I think that it's very important. Like we all have, I mean, I hope you guys do as well, but we all have like a teacher or a coach or somebody in your life that like made an impact in some ways, and you will always, you know, reflect on that. And later on, I mean, it's going to follow you. And just as, okay, this is a stupid little example, but there's my fifth grade teacher that's long ago. And she was an older lady. She was painting. Like that was her passion besides teaching. And she was, when we were done with like whatever we had to do, she would let us like try to do some art and stuff. And she taught us how to do trees, like Christmas trees, and also like trees with branches. And to this day, I still remember, I still see her in my head, and I do the trees like the way she shot, and then how to blend colors and never to put a pink and a red, which a lot of people wear pink and red. No, the pink and orange, and to not put that together and stuff, and how to blend them. So it was, I mean, this is not, you know, it's not my passion, but she just that little thing. I still remember her because like, she was so sweet and she was so passionate about this, you know. Yeah,
that's like Mr. Firmoil, my third grade teacher. Yeah, I'll always remember him.
She was dead afraid of him. Yeah. She did not want to be in his class.
I'm so scared
of him.
She
was crying. And then she's like, that was my favorite teacher.
I should probably message him and be like, I graduated.
Yeah,
and
from college.
He's made such a big impact.
Yes, you should actually,
Yeah.
because he's got kids too, and I think he had like a little daughter when you were still in
I
school.
need to figure out what his Facebook is or something.
Yeah. So, okay. What is the most meaningful relationship or friendship you've built in college, and how did it shape your experience? I know you got maybe more than one.
I have two that I like can think of 100%. Is Ice and Kennedy. Ice I met first, which I did not like her at first. I thought she was a bitch. And
So if you're watching, I loved you from the beginning.
I think that meeting her is what switched like my values. I was friends with the girl that she was best friends with. And it's actually a crazy story. I need to have her on the podcast to give the whole rundown. But pretty much her best friend married her ex-boyfriend. They're obviously not best friends anymore. At a year exactly, he proposed exactly a year after he broke up with Ice. But whatever. After I kind of saw her best friend, who I was friends with, start hanging out with her Ice's ex-boyfriend, I was like, I don't want to be friends with somebody like that. I need to hear the other side of the story because I'm not okay with this. So I kind of instantly cut off this other girl. And I was like, that is absolutely not somebody I want to be friends with. You showed your true colors. Then, literally, the first night I hung out with Ice, we went out. I invited her out, and I was like, I really want to get to know her. We hit it off right away. And after that, we spent every single day together for the end of that semester. And then the next year, we spent every day together. We'd have sleepovers all the time. And then she transferred. So we still FaceTime all the time.
We still saw her when we went to New Jersey.
Yeah, I just FaceTimed her and showed her my outfit. And then there's Kennedy, who I met through Ice, actually. And after Ice left, Kennedy and I got really, really close. And we practically lived together for like 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I helped her through a lot of hard times. She helped me through hard times. And yeah, so she'll always be my best friend. So yeah.
Good. And I love them both.
They're both amazing people.
Yeah, they are. And just getting along very well with them. They call me mom, just like your older sisters, best friends. They call all the moms, so that means a lot. That means like, I'm just so that they know that we're there for them too. Like it's very important. If you could go back and relive one moment from your college social life, why would it be social life?
I think it'd be something as simple as I have two probably. Either me and Ice having one of our like movie sleepovers when we like would sit and watch Harry Potter. I guess obviously
you did that with Kennedy too.
I was just gonna say Kennedy and I, when we would have to sneak our red wine because her roommates would judge us, and we'd have a glass of wine or two, and then we'd dance in our living room to like the most inappropriate music ever to piss off our roommates. And then one that like really means a lot to me is my roommates and I freshman year, every like Wednesday or Tuesday or Thursday, we'd have wine Wednesday. And we'd all get a bottle of wine, and we'd sit there and watch like a movie, whatever movie we wanted to watch, or show.
And when you went to the little mini airport or whatever.
Oh my gosh. That was like our thing freshman year. We'd go to the airport on campus because like there's like private jets and stuff. And we would go park by the gate and we'd watch the planes land and stuff and drink some wine there. Or just chill there and make TikToks or something. So
yeah, because you just showed me one that popped up on your memory. So
yeah, that was fun. Just like chilling with those girls.
And one of them actually transferred, right after her first semester.
She transferred, but I love her. She's literally a doll.
How prepared do you feel you are for the real world? World. Oh my gosh, I can't say real world.
Very unprepared because I don't know what to do. I don't have a job. What I want to do is travel, and I don't want to be subject to like the system and be stuck in like climbing the corporate ladder and get addicted to like the greed of the American dream. But because I think the American dream has kind of shifted its values. So I don't think I'm ready. I just want to travel. Well,
just as a parent, but
also have my business.
As a parent, and also as being an older person that graduated too. Even when you graduate in a path that, like, depending on what you're studying, like, of course, I was chiropractic. So clearly when I got my doctorate, you go and become a chiropractor. You just go and that's what you do. even a doctor, a medical doctor, physical therapist, like, veterinarian, like jobs that this is what you do when you get out, like you're a plumber, you're going to be a plumber. It doesn't matter how prepared you are you still feel unprepared. You go out in the world and you're like, oh, that was great. I'm a chiropractor. What do I do now?
Kind of, that's true.
Do I go work somewhere? How does that work? Oh, they teach you how to do like your business plan and how to work in an office. You get there, different. I mean, worked in 3 different offices in my career, from mine to associate with my friend or the one that I'm here now, completely different everywhere. You still walk in, you're like, do I know what I'm doing? Like, I know how to adjust my patients. I know how to do a treatment plan. I understand the body. Do I know how to do all this? So it's not uncommon, but I have faith in you, and I know you're going to do fantastic because you've proven that over and over and over. And she's an amazing, if you need to hire somebody, she's awesome.
Please hire me.
Very fast.
Like, I'm willing to work.
Eager to learn, eager to just...
I want to work.
Yeah. Which is really if you think about it, there's not many people in this world right now that want to work. Like, it's just unbelievable. Was there a failure or a setback in your college, like academically or challenges or whatever, that kind of set you back and you had to think, like, am I doing the right, is it the right path? Should I just change my major or things like that?
Yeah, when I was like doing accounting, accounting was like tough for me. I was like, thank God I didn't major in accounting. But there was a time where I was like I really thought about, like, is college a scam? I always liked the idea of like marine biology or something more fun, And I was like, well, I want to leave an impact on this world. Like, am I going to be able to do that majoring in finance? But then I was like, well, I want to start a business. So I think that having a finance degree and having that knowledge will definitely pay off. So, yeah.
Good point. Looking back, if you could give your freshman self one piece of advice, what would it be?
Honestly, I don't even know if I would give a piece of advice, because I think that I like figured it out the way I was meant to figure it out. Like, I wouldn't want to change it. Okay. Is there one thing you would have liked to experience in college and you didn't get to? I'm trying to think. Yeah, like, I guess there's a big difference in like the FAU versus University of Iowa, like, college experience. I got a bug in my nose. Sorry. Go ahead. And I think it would have been to like just experience University of Iowa with like my childhood best friend for like a semester or a year. And I know like that costs money and that would be like very like confusing, but if in a perfect world, I would love to have experienced that with her. Yeah, you can still do a semester. No, it's okay. I'll go visit. I mean, you did graduate early, so you could just enlist for one semester. Enlist for one semester. What excites? Whoa, I can't even say that word. What excites you the most about the next chapter of your life? Short term and then long term. I think that long term, saving up so I can have my own business and travel. Short term, I think it's gonna be fun to like play house, like have my like apartment, and I don't know, just figuring it out. Like, I think it'll be fun. I hope, because I never owned my own. Like, I've had a dorm, but I've never owned my own apartment. Like, decorating my apartment, just like going grocery shopping. Yeah, I mean, I did that in college. Paying bills, having a schedule, trying to figure out your workouts. I mean, obviously, car. But it also can be exciting to like figure it out, and it gives you structure. But exciting. Yeah, it's a lot, and I hope that somehow I've helped you learn a little bit from this, and then that Bryce parents helped him too. Bryce and I are both very like, I guess, financially intelligent with our money. We both, yes, we have a savings account, but like our savings account, we don't think of like, we're not allowed to touch it. So that's where I differ. We both are different from like our siblings, where it's like savings is where when the checkings runs out, we just, Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, her older sister's a little bit different. That's okay. I mean, she has nice clothes, and I have like shit clothes. So, well, you're wearing my top, but exactly. It's okay. Yeah, she actually wears her own clothes. I wear other people's clothes. That's the difference. You have nice clothes. You have very nice clothes because you look beautiful all the time.
Gratitude and reflection here. What are you the most thankful for when you look back on your college experience?
I
That
think
you got to get a college experience.
yeah, obviously I'm very thankful for the opportunity to go to college in Florida. I think that's the biggest thing is being like that was like my dream in high school was, and I wish one thing I would have wished I would have done is go to the beach more. I did that freshman, sophomore year, junior, senior year. It was kind of tricky because we I
Well, I
lived
think
here.
as a junior year you did because we were on Singer
Yeah,
Island.
I
so
guess
it
like
was-
moving to Stewart, I haven't gone to the beach at all, but
and your
junior,
sister
senior
comes
year,
and visits and goes every day.
yeah, freshman and sophomore year, I'd go to the beach alone if nobody would go with me. Like I loved going to the beach. I think that's something I'm very grateful for.
Well,
is-
you also have a boyfriend that doesn't really care to go to the beach because he's afraid of sharks.
yeah, but I mean, I'd go alone still.
Mhm.
And yeah, I'm just grateful for being able to pursue that dream.
Just I know that she said I would go alone. I kind of like this from you and your sister. Obviously, your younger sister, not yet because she can't go anywhere alone because she's too young. But this is something that I've noticed when I moved to the United States to go to college, that doing things alone or doing things with friends, whether it's a boy or a girl, whatever, like there was always like a lot of judgments, like, oh, they must be dating. Oh, why is she by herself? Oh, she's eating in a restaurant by herself. Like, what's wrong with her? And then from where I've come from, this is totally normal. Like, people do things by themselves
Yeah.
and nobody passes comments and stuff. And I'm glad that, but I don't know if I instilled that in you or whatnot, but I'm glad that my kids can do that too and don't feel awkward.
Yeah.
Your sister goes to concerts on her own. She goes to watch plays on her own and this and that. And I just think it's like you went to visit art
Art
galleries, and I think it's very important if you do it. You know what? It's just I do it too. I go to the movies by myself.
Sometimes
Isabella
you
goes
need to
the
take
movies by
yourself on a
herself.
date. I love
Yeah.
going to the movies by myself. It's the most. It's like literally the best self care you can do. I love
Yeah.
going to the movies by myself.
And then
So
go grab a
nice.
nice little lunch and stuff. I remember when I didn't work on Fridays when I was in Iowa, and that was my days of appointments or running errands and whatnot. But if I had time to, like, I'm gonna go grab a nice lunch by myself. I'll bring a book or a place that there's a TV, a game playing, whatever, and then have a glass of wine, and it just okay. I felt it always kind of made me feel just a little bit better. Like it's a little treat, but also I don't need anybody to go with. I can do this,
Yeah.
And a lot of my friends are like that too, and I think I appreciate that we can be like that, you know. This is one of the last question. What advice would you give an incoming student starting their journey at your college? At FAU?
I would say like there's going to be a lot of opportunities that come your way, and like don't be scared to just go and do it. Like I was like doing it alone, and that's okay.
Mhm.
And I went to this Christian group on my own. I like built up the courage to just go, and that's how I met Ice. That's how I met my friend Marley. Like I met such amazing people, and if I haven't forced myself to go that one day, I would have never met those people. I would have never met Kennedy. So just if you feel pulled to something, just go do it, even if you're by yourself, because it's going to lead to really great things. So I'm just so thankful I met those people because of it.
I think that I was very lucky as a mother that I have 2 college graduates that surrounded themselves with amazing friends,
Mhm.
like amazing families. Your sister had like a rowing team, so that was
Yeah.
already a family, and then the family becomes family, but there's always, a bunch of girls, so girls are mean, so there's always drama. And then you came in here by yourself, not knowing a soul, and then was able to actually meet friends and their families and stuff, and even being around here during Thanksgiving, that you go to a friend's house and stuff. I think that, I've always asked my mom when I had you and your sister and you started school, pre-K or preschool, I think, and I remember asking her, what did you do so that I met good people and I was surrounded by good friends? And she said, I didn't do anything. It's just, quite frankly, for me, I prayed to God to help, me or you guys to have him help you, guide you towards the right, group of people. But it's also, she said, it's a lot of luck. And it's the way that you are raised as well. And then hopefully,
You take those lessons and you Yeah.
just go like, I don't think I should be friends with that person. But even like when you start preschool, you don't know. I mean, you're 3 years old, 4 years old. Like, how are you gonna know to go to the right person? And so we were, thank you God, but also thanks for the luck. And I'm very thankful that you guys have, both of you, have great group of friends that clearly will follow you and will be in your weddings and this
Yeah,
and that.
absolutely.
It's just amazing. And now we're going to pray hard that your baby sister has the same luck and guidance
Yeah.
and
She'll be
God
okay.
watching over.
Right now, she seems to be very, like, on the right path. Like, she sees stuff that's wrong, and she's like, I don't know why they do that. And I'm very happy that she has that mindset. Also, especially in Florida, and colleges in Florida. I think that, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
But Florida is very, can be very crazy, especially South Florida. And I think that there's a very clear bad path that I could have taken. And I saw that path clear as day, and I was like, I'm not doing that. So don't take that path. Have fun, but don't take that path because
you can always have fun in moderation.
Yeah,
and
there's a good fun and there's a bad fun.
And I really like that because you have a guest speaker at your graduation, and he was great because sometimes it could be very long, and I think he spoke for 10 or 12 minutes.
Yeah, not even. Yeah,
I think he was great. He was also an alumni from many years ago, but he was great, and he said to be kind, because sometimes being kind will bring you opportunities because people will remember the kindness you showed them.
And not to just be kind so that you get opportunities, but to be kind because everybody's made in the image of God.
Yes. Yeah, he did mention that, and I thought that was absolutely great. And I think that maybe 15 minutes later, when you guys were all receiving your diploma, everybody, whether they liked the president of the college or not, or the university, they all went and shook his hand and took a picture that was part of the processional, whatever. And one student didn't and ignored the president. And I think that was exactly what that person said, because now you showed his colors. And I think that will show later on in life. So I think it's a good thing as well.
Even if they're shitty people, I don't know obviously who the principal is. He seems like an amazing guy. He seemed very happy to be there. But even if the person that you go across is not respectful to you or kind back, you don't know what that person's going through either. So it's always be kind to them. So yeah.
Just like the lady that we held the door open, both of us, at the gym.
She did. She went to the complete opposite door, looked at us, went to the complete opposite door, and I was like, oh, okay.
And it was mind you, 6 a.m. in the morning. We woke up at we woke up at 4:45.
Maybe she wasn't thinking straight either, but I don't know.
But your expression was amazing, because I opened the door. I'm like, oh my gosh! Went back. She's looking at me. Went back to hold the door. She had at that point noticed, was holding the door, and she went completely opposite way and
actually looking directly in my eyes, but it's fine. I was at least respectful.
I laughed and almost peed myself in the parking lot. Yeah. It was a funny morning.
But before we end every episode, we do a Would You Rather.
Yes. Again, from your baby sister. Would you rather have a red nose like Rudolph or be green like the Grinch?
Red nose like Rudolph, for sure. Because why would I want to be green?
Well, I don't know.
Red nose, I have it's cute. It's a cute little red button nose.
But he was made fun of.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be made fun of. I'd be more made fun of if I was green.
Maybe the Grinch.
Yeah, exactly.
But he would know who you are.
Yeah. But that is all we have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're going to go celebrate now. Go follow us on Instagram at @acoffee.break, TikTok at @coffee_break. YouTube is a coffee break with Kat and Mom. We're on Spotify, RSS, all that good stuff. What's it called? Pandora, I think. Yeah, Pandora.
Yes.
So go like and subscribe. Follow us on whatever you guys are listening to. Comment what you guys want to see next. If you guys have any, things that you want to add to what we said, or if you guys have any advice, things that we could change, just be nice about it. And yeah,
there's always a nice way to say things like "you suck."
Yeah.
You can say in a different word.
Yeah. But I hope you guys have a great week, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.